Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bo. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I am basically documenting my journey within a budget-based life, which is what my blog is called if you guys ever wanted to visit that, because I will be revamping it at the end of this year. I like to talk about money and personal finance. I recently documented my journey to debt freedom, and I recently accomplished that goal this past month in August. So if you guys are new to this channel, you are seeing me in a transition of my finances. The first part of my journey was basically increasing my income and getting rid of my student loan debt and my husband's student loan debt. And now that we've accomplished that, we are going into more wealth building and just personal finance and a little bit of lifestyle content. My goal is to just show people that you can actually live a budget-based life and it still be full of pleasure and leisure. It doesn't always have to be deprivation, and you don't have to make six figures in order to live a budget-based life. My wealth building came from investing in the stock market, in the S&P 500, and saving my money where I could. So that is basically what my channel is about, and I thank you guys so much for being here. If this is your first time, and if you are returning, thank you so much. So I just wanted to start off, before I did my budget, with just some reflections on August, some money lessons, and just how we're feeling financially. Balancing work and life, it is really tough. It shows in my budget. And this month it wouldn't have, but some things came up that I just had to take care of that I wanted to tell you guys before we got into the numbers so that it would make sense. So this month I was trying to pay off the rest of my husband's student loans. I didn't want to spend my 3 paycheck month giving it away. So what we decided to do was take out of our savings to pay off his student loans. A family member did need some money, so I ended up loaning some money out to that family member, and that is what you're gonna see in my budget today. My spending for this month was very large. I budgeted $7,000 for my bills and my spending, and I ended up spending $12,000 because of the $7,000 towards paying off my husband's student loan, as well as the $4,000 that included my bills, as well as the $2,000 that I loaned out. If I've learned anything from this month, it's that squirreling away cash where you can is very helpful, and it makes it so that you can help others if needed and still be comfortable with your budget. And we're just gonna finish Q3 off the way that we need to by saving our cash and budgeting our expenses. So let's turn over to the budget now so that we can get into the numbers. Again, thank you guys for being here, and let's go crunch some of these numbers. So let's start with our bills. We had the rest of our bills come through. So for Netflix, we had a $25.91 bill come through. And then for the gym, again, these are our set bills for the month. That went through as well. I had to pay $45 for groceries, plus all of our bills are paid, and we are gonna just move on to some more of our house cleaning. So for savings, I did put $16.16 in the month of August, but then I took another $2,000 out. So now I am at $16,000, because when I got paid, I put another $1,000 in. So we are at $16,000. I did take out $2,000 for a loan. So that is where we are at for the month of August. We are at $16,000 total. And I look forward to seeing this grow as time goes on, because I'm feeling optimistic. Okay, so here as well, I'm gonna take out $1,000 because we gave 2 and we put in 1. So we are at $16,000 for our emergency fund. I didn't do anything else for the month of August for our individual brokerage. And then for our beans right now, we are still working toward the $20,000 goal because we did use some savings for the debt payoff. So this does not equal $20,000 right now. And I kind of do want to do some math and cross out what I need to, but we're just not there yet. So just so you guys know, that is where we are for our housekeeping. Very short, sweet, and to the point. Let's get into the numbers for the month of August. So for our goals here, we made some and we didn't make some. Eating at home 26 days, out of the month did not happen. Paying $5,000 towards my husband's student loan happened, as well as 20 no spend days. That did happen. I made it a point to not spend money during the week, and so that was a success. So for our numbers, again, I got my last check on the 30th, and my total expenses were crazy, which you guys will see soon. But I made a total of $7,322.34 in the month of August. My total savings ended up being negative $384. And I do want to start actually with the daily spend so we can add it up here. But as you can see, how did we get to this number? On the 21st, I did get some running and walking shoes, and the total was $194.27. And the reason why I'm actually calling that out is because it was for 2 pairs of shoes. One was a pair of Holo sneakers, which are a sustainability active shoe. Those are for my walking. And then my running shoes, they were just some Asics, Cloud Asics. So 2 pair of shoes, brand new, for under $200 is, for me, a good investment, because my old ones, I was using them for walking and working out, and they wore out, okay? So that is where we are with those. That was a necessity, but I didn't budget for them, so I put them in miscellaneous spending. The rest of this stuff is miscellaneous spending. Apple storage for 99 cents, food, candles. I did, as I told you, give out this loan here for $2,000. So this is really the cause of most of my miscellaneous spending, just because I don't budget for gift giving or for loan giving. And then also we did have a cabin deposit because we are going on a trip at the end of the year, which was one of those goals that I told you guys about in my last video. So all of this added up to $2,594.83 for my discretionary spending. As you can see, I budgeted $200 for it. So that honestly, it speaks for itself, but it is what it is. Let's see what this is. I already told you guys that it was $1,200, but here's to doing the math. So we have a total of $12,246.63 as our total actual expenses. $12,246.63 was our total. So what's the difference there? Let me just humor you guys. So we are over budget by $5,047 basically for our budgeted expenses. Unfortunate, but not, because we were sort of prepared to make these expenditures. So we are at negative $5,047.43. That is where we are with our spending. So if we just turn the page here to the end of the month, I am not going to do percentages this month because debt, loan, that's basically it. Okay, so that's basically what I spent all my money on. There's no need to color it and go through all the percentages because it's not going to add up. Here's what we have. So we came into the month with $14.92.39. I put $1,300 towards rent on the 1st, so that's where the majority of that went, which means that we really had a total of $192.39 to go on top of that. I did add all of it because that's what you're supposed to do. And after my total expenses, we had a difference of negative $3,431. So it's like that because of the balance from last month being added into the total expenses for this month. Our monthly total savings was negative $4,000. We started with $20,000 and then we ended the month with $16,000. So negative $4,000. Our balance going forward is $1,716.62. So $1,300 of that is going to go to rent, which means in my checking account, really, there are $416.62 in there. But I didn't spend rent when I got paid on the 30th. I paid for rent on the 1st of September, which is today. So today, you will see when we budget in the month of September that I will be taking 13 out of this, and really we'll have 416 left as a buffer in my checking account. Did I achieve this month's goals? Yes. We didn't spend for 20 days. That was a success. And we paid off all of our student loan debt. I didn't have much trouble
this month was really just circumstance and just helping out. What did I learn by tracking my expenses this month? That it allows for emergency spending and SOS spending. And what can I improve? Nothing. I think I did pretty good. I mean, you could always improve on your spending, right? I think I did pretty good. And going forward, I think we're gonna be doing very good. So I feel good about this month. It was a doozy, but not in a bad way. I'm just glad it's over and I'm ready to go into September. And just for our month of September, we're gonna keep this short. My goals for the month are to save $2,500, keep eating out budget at $200. So my miscellaneous is probably gonna be a little higher. It's gonna be budgeted for $400, but I don't want all of the miscellaneous spending to be food. So I just wanna kind of compartmentalize. And then my last goal is 20 no spend days. As you guys can see, my little goals month to month can seem a little boring and repetitive, but the boring and repetitive nature of those goals is what helps me to reach $20,000 savings goals, paying off student loans, and going on trips. So it's just really about the trade-off of it all.
So that's it for my budget this month, and I look forward to September being a focused month. We're just gonna enjoy the transition from summer to autumn and, you know, maybe get into some pumpkin spice flavored treats. But other than that, that is my month for the month of August. Thank you guys so much for wrapping it up with me. And I would love to hear your comments down below if you have any, or if you have any questions or suggestions on videos that you want to see outside of my budgeting videos. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next video.